everyone and welcome to session 8. First of all, I would like to congratulate all of you for making it this far. In the last session, we discussed how it's okay to slip once in a while. It happens to all of us and it is part of the process of doing something new, especially making a new lifestyle change. In today's session, we'll discuss how social cues influence us in making healthy or sometimes unhealthy choices. What people do or say affects us greatly. So we'll learn how to manage these cues and make them work to our advantage. So let's get started. Hello everyone.
Hello.
Where's Mr. Khan?
वो अभी तक तो आए नहीं है.
Acha, did he call and tell anybody if he's coming late?
I think he was.
Okay, that's all right. He'll catch up later. So a couple of sessions back, we talked about certain things that affect whether, where and how much we eat. Does anybody remember what I'm talking about?
About cues?
Environmental cues, like where we are and what we see that makes us want to eat, those sort of cues.
Yes, to be precise, environmental cues are the sight or smell of food that cue us to eat. So in today's session, we are going to talk about a different set of cues. They're called social cues. They depend on the behavior of the people around us and how that affects our eating and activity. What is the point of identifying a problem if you don't find a solution? So we'll also talk about ways to deal with these problematic social cues and add positive ones. Mrs. Parekh, do you remember that session?
हाँ, हमने बात करी थी कि हम चार्ज कैसे लें अपने आसपास की चीज़ों का, और हम अपने घर का वॉक थ्रू भी किया था. एक्चुअली में नहीं, मन ही मन में, ये देखने के लिए कि हम इतना क्यों खाते हैं और कब खाते हैं.
मिस्टर खान, आप लेट हो गए.
हाँ, मैं थोड़ा लेट हो गया. मुझे अपनी बहन के घर जाना था चाय नाश्ते के लिए. तो
मिस्टर खान, बहुत ही कम सेशंस बाकी हैं and I hope you realize that they're all important. That's okay, we have just begun. We were talking about cues and Mrs. Parekh was recapping about that virtual tour that we took of the house.
सॉरी श्रेया मैडम, मैं आगे से ध्यान रखूंगा. लेट नहीं होना चाहता था.
That's okay, not a problem. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Yes, Mrs. Parekh, when we took a tour of the house and of your workplace to look for problematic food and activity cues, things that might prompt you to think of eating or even be inactive, like the TV set or even snacks in the kitchen. And we also discussed ways in which we can get rid of these problematic negative cues and add positive ones.
Like we discussed, like I've brought the exercise cycle into the living room so I can cycle while I'm watching TV.
और मुझे भी कुछ एक हेल्दी स्नैक खा लेना चाहिए कुकिंग शुरू करने से पहले. नहीं तो कुकिंग करते वक्त मैं बस खाती ही रहती हूँ.
हाँ, और उस सेशन के बाद से मैं हमेशा अपने पास सेब या नाशपाती रखता हूँ. उस समोसे वाले की गली से कभी नहीं गुजरता. और जब भी मुझे भूख लगती है, कुछ खाने का मन करता है, तो मैं कुछ फ्रूट्स खा लेता हूँ.
Correct. So in that session, we talked about how the sight or smell of food or certain activities can prompt you to start eating unhealthily. In this session, we are going to talk about social cues, which is that the behavior of other people around you can affect your food intake and your activity. What's the point of identifying a problem if you can't find a solution? So we will also talk about ways to tackle this problematic negative cue and add positive ones. So let's do something fun today. I've got some chits in this bowl. Each of you will pick up a chit and act out what's on it.
That's good.
And then we will guess what cue it is.
Okay.
Okay? So, Tanya, you want to go first? Yes. Come.
Raghu, will you help me? Yeah.
TV. अच्छा, okay, remote then.
तुम टीवी देख रही हो तान्या, तुम मुंह क्यों बना रही हो?
प्रोग्राम ठीक नहीं आ रहा.
हाँ.
हमें समझ नहीं आ रहा.
Oof, guys. The cue was टीवी देखते हुए मैं अपने साथ बैठे कजिन से चिप्स लेकर खा रही हूँ.
Okay, Tanya, what did your chit say?
Actually, my chit said the sight of anyone eating makes me want to eat. Actually, this happens in me every Sunday. My cousins watch TV and they eat. So thereby, I feel lethargic and I want to join them. Story of my life. Haso mat.
Okay, Mr. Khan, would you like to go next?
जी.
Well done.
Oh, thank you.
नहीं.
मना कर रहे हैं आप किसी को?
हाँ.
क्या मना कर रहे हैं?
Somebody is offering you food?
Okay. अच्छा पहले रिफ्यूज किया एंड देन यू एक्सेप्टेड.
हाँ अब मैं क्या करूं? मतलब लोग मुझे ऑफर ही कचौरी समोसे और मिठाइयाँ ही करते हैं एंड अगर मैं मना करता हूँ they'll find it rude actually.
That's also a very important social cue, being offered or forced to eat unhealthy food.
हाँ ये मेरे लिए बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है.
Yes, Mr. Khan, we'll discuss कि आप कैसे टैकल कर सकते हैं इस सिचुएशन के साथ.
Okay, हाँ.
Okay. So, Charitra, you want to go next?
Yeah. Thanks.
You're holding something which is disgusting.
Plate ही plate है.
दूसरी प्लेट है.
You've left one and picked up another option.
Yeah.
मन नहीं कर रहा खाने.
Exactly. You know, my grandmother, she was very old fashioned and she used to keep nagging me about how I'm so independent and how I don't know how to cook the traditional Tamilian food. It just so happened that how much ever she used to, you know, nag me into eating idlis and appams, I used to do the exact opposite and I used to tend to eat more of Maggi and instant noodles and all that stuff.
Being nagged is also a negative cue. People think that they are being helpful when they are nagging, but in turn, they are causing the person to do the exact opposite
Yeah.
of what they are being nagged for. Okay, good, Charitra. Raghu, you want to go next?
Phone.
फोन पर हो.
Phone.
फ्रेंड
Okay.
Television channels.
फ्रेंड बोल रहा है कि टीवी देखो.
पता
Program
नहीं क्या
देखो.
कर रहा है. It's so confusing.
लैंडलाइन फोन उठाया, टीवी देखा, तुम अपने घर में
देखा
हो.
ही.
I'm really bad at dumb charades. My friends are always complaining about it. Basically, my friends keep calling me to go out to dinner. And then I tell them, nahi, let's just eat at home and then go for a movie later.
Alright.
So they are always cribbing that I'm such a party pooper.
So your problem cue is hearing complaints. Like when your friends and family complain that you spend too much time exercising and walking and not spending enough time with them.
और पता है आजकल मेरे हस्बैंड भी कंप्लेन करने लग गए हैं that I'm too much into healthy eating. और मैं आजकल उनकी फेवरेट भजिया बिल्कुल नहीं बना रही हूँ. इसलिए मैंने सोच लिया है कि हर संडे बनाऊंगी लेकिन थोड़ी सी बनाऊंगी.
So, you want to come back? Let's continue our session. Okay, so we had talked about our problematic social cues. Let's list them out. And now let's compare the two, the problematic social cues and the positive social cues. So, as compared to this one, the sight of seeing people eat healthy food or just being active could also be a solution. Like when you go with somebody who orders low-calorie food, if you go to a restaurant, or when you go to an aerobics class or a dancing class or a physical activity program, right? Can you suggest somebody who shows such an example?
Raghu, about being so enthusiastic, about being active, he really motivates me. It's not much of an effort and nothing is impossible.
Very good. Now moving on, like when people offer you healthy food or invite you to be active, like your mother offers you a fruit salad for dessert or wants you to go for a walk with her. Anybody has such examples?
My mom always makes a healthy snack or some food for me and she'll keep it in the fridge if I'm late, so I can just get back home and have it. Something like, you know, fruits or veggies and yogurt dip. Something or the other is always there. In fact, I think I should hang out with her more often.
Yes, that would be a good thing in that case.
Yeah.
The next one would be being praised. Like suppose if you made something healthy at your place and your friend or your husband or your wife complimented you on the taste, correct? That would motivate you. And the next would be hearing compliments instead of complaints. Like when you get some fruit chaat or you get flavored yogurt and you go for a walk and your family compliments you on sticking to the plan.
हाँ ये सही बात है. अगर मेरी बेटियां मुझे इतना प्रेज ना करती तो फिर शायद ही मैं इस प्रोग्राम में यहाँ तक आ पाता.
So now we know what our problem cues are and what are the positive cues to counter it. We should also keep in mind that if we keep on reacting to a social cue in the same way over and over again, it becomes a habit. Like we have a habit of eating popcorn at the movies. It's the same thing with social cues. That makes it even more harder to break because the other person involved also has the same habit. So your mother has a habit of offering you something hot and fried when you come back from work in the evening.
Like my chachi. She makes pakoras and french fries when I come back home from work, you know that? Very heavy.
So she's made a habit of it. She has learned to offer you these fried snacks and expects you to accept that offer. This makes it even more hard to break social cues. So let's take a short break, and then when we are back, we're going to do more role playing and then discuss how to handle such situations. Okay?